In the vast ocean of human experience, where waves of emotion crash upon us and tides of circumstance threaten to pull us under, there lies a singular force, ancient yet ever relevant, that has the power to both guide and fortify us. This force is the power of discipline, the quiet, invisible hand that steers the ship of our life through stormy seas and calm alike. But this discipline is not mere self-control or adherence to rigid rules. No, it is something far more profound, something that transcends time and culture, speaking directly to the heart of our existence. The discipline we speak of here is not born of external demands, nor is it the result of passive obedience to societal rules. It is, instead, the kind of discipline that is forged from the inside out, a product of our own intentional, conscious choices, decisions, and actions. This discipline arises from a place deep within our souls, where our most intimate truths reside, and it is sustained by the ancient wisdom that has withstood the test of centuries, the wisdom of Stoicism. Imagine, if you will, the power of your soul as a great, untapped reservoir of energy and purpose. Most of us, throughout the course of our lives, only dip our toes into its vast depths, never realizing the infinite strength that lies within us. The Stoics, however, understood this power intimately. They knew that the mind, when properly disciplined, could govern not just the thoughts, but the very essence of a person. And when this inner power is harnessed with wisdom and courage, it becomes an unstoppable force. This is not the force of might or aggression, but the kind that is as unshakable as a mountain and as fluid as a river, ever adapting, ever flowing. Discipline, in its purest Stoic form, is not the result of constant force, but the art of effortless control. It is the wisdom of knowing what to focus on, and equally important, what to let go of. It is the ability to see through the noise of life, to discern what is essential and what is distraction. It is the capacity to rise above the fleeting emotions of the moment and to anchor oneself in the principles of virtue and wisdom. It is, as Marcus Aurelius so aptly put it, the art of living in accordance with nature, not in the sense of passively accepting everything as it is, but in the deeper sense of aligning oneself with the deeper currents of the universe, with the laws of reason, virtue, and truth. For the Stoics, discipline was not an external demand or something forced upon them. It was the natural consequence of living in alignment with the highest principles of human life. It was the steady hand guiding them through the tumultuous waves of fortune, the quiet strength that allowed them to remain unmoved in the face of adversity. To be disciplined in the Stoic sense was to possess an inner fortress, one that was impervious to the storms of circumstance and was built on the firm foundation of virtue, wisdom, and reason. This discipline is not a one-time achievement, but a continuous practice, a daily commitment to becoming the best version of oneself. It is in the way you respond to the challenges life throws your way, whether you react with anger, frustration, or impatience, or whether you choose instead to respond with calm and clarity. It is in the way you choose to spend your time, whether you waste it on trivial pursuits or use it to cultivate your mind and spirit. It is in the way you speak to yourself, whether you fill your thoughts with self-doubt and negative self-talk, or whether you consciously choose to affirm your worth and value, to live with purpose. Every day is a new opportunity to practice discipline. Every moment is an opportunity to either strengthen or weaken the power of your soul. And the Stoics knew that this was the path to greatness, not the fleeting external accolades of the world, but the quiet, steadfast mastery of oneself. True greatness, they believed, comes not from conquering others, but from conquering oneself. The Stoics also understood that life is inherently uncertain and uncontrollable. The future is unknowable, and the present is always in flux. Fortune is capricious, and misfortune is inevitable. Yet, within this unpredictability, the Stoics found a profound sense of freedom. This freedom did not come from the absence of struggle, but from the presence of discipline. They believed that while we cannot control the events that happen to us, we can control how we respond to them. And that, they argued, is where our true power lies. Discipline, then, is not a denial of life's challenges or a rejection of its pain. It is, rather, a commitment to face those challenges with clarity, strength, and wisdom. The Stoic sage does not shy away from suffering, nor does he seek to avoid hardship. Instead, he embraces these moments as opportunities for growth and self-mastery. Every difficulty is seen not as a threat, but as a chance to practice virtue, to cultivate patience, courage, and resilience. Consider the example of Epictetus, the former slave who became one of the greatest Stoic philosophers. He was no stranger to hardship. In fact, his entire life was marked by suffering, yet he chose to embrace discipline as the foundation of his life. His writings reveal the depth of his understanding that true freedom comes not from external circumstances, but from the ability to choose how we respond to those circumstances. In his famous Discourses, Epictetus teaches that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about those events. If we can master our judgment and discipline our thoughts, we will find peace and strength, regardless of what the world throws our way. Marcus Aurelius, too, offers a powerful example of Stoic discipline in action. As the Roman emperor, he faced countless trials, wars, political intrigue, personal loss, and the pressures of ruling an empire. Yet, through it all, he remained grounded in the Stoic philosophy, using it as a tool to maintain his composure and his focus on what truly mattered. In his meditations, he constantly reminds himself that his true power lies in how he chooses to react to the world around him. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Discipline, then, is not something that is imposed upon us, but something that we actively cultivate and choose to practice each and every day. It is not a matter of force or repression, but of wisdom and alignment with our highest values. It is the deliberate choice to live with intention, to act in accordance with reason, and to make decisions that reflect our deepest truths. When we master discipline, we become like the Stoic philosophers, unshaken by the whims of fortune, steadfast in the face of adversity, and resolute in our pursuit of virtue. Our inner strength grows, and the external circumstances of life lose their power to determine our happiness. The world may bend and twist, but we remain firm, rooted in the profound power of our disciplined soul. In the end, the extraordinary, extreme power of discipline lies not in its ability to change the world around us, but in its ability to change the world within us. By mastering our own minds, hearts, and actions, we unlock a power far greater than anything external. It is the power to live a life of purpose, to be at peace with ourselves, and to find meaning in every moment. This is the ultimate wisdom of Stoicism, a wisdom that, when practiced with sincerity, has the power to transform, not just our lives, but the very essence of who we are. So, ask yourself, what is your discipline? What is the force within you that can withstand the storms of life and emerge unbroken? Through the ancient teachings of the Stoics, we are reminded that this power is always within our reach, waiting to be awakened. The question is not whether you have it, but whether you will choose to cultivate it day by day, moment by moment, until it becomes the very essence of who you are. The extraordinary power of discipline lies not in the world you control, but in the world you create within your own soul. And once that power is awakened, nothing can stop you.